These are just a few glimpses of the most disturbing shark encounters that you'll see today. Let's dive in. Number 5. Key West swimmer, July 2011. Alright, kicking things off at number 5, and this one is honestly the most casually terrifying thing you'll ever watch. It's July 2011, about 4 miles off Key West, Florida, which, if you know anything about Florida waters, you already know where this is going. A blonde woman is out there just swimming in the open ocean, doing her thing, completely unbothered. Her friend is watching from the boat, and then, wait, something's moving in the water around her, not near her, around her. Here's what makes this one stick with you. She had no idea. None. She's just floating there having a perfectly nice day while her friend on the boat is doing the mental math of, how do I say this without causing a panic? And to his credit, he stays shockingly calm. No screaming, no dramatics, just a very steady, hey, get in the boat. That's the kind of calm that only happens when someone is genuinely trying not to freak you out.
Can you imagine?
Look at
Can you
that.
see them?
Yeah, they're like circling.
She climbs in, looks back, and there they are. Multiple sharks just casually looping through the exact space she was occupying 30 seconds ago. The punchline she delivers, "Good thing I came in a boat," is so perfectly understated that it almost makes you forget she was basically a floating snack buffet for the last few minutes. Almost. What makes this number 5 and not higher is that she got out clean, fast, and completely unharmed. But the sheer nonchalance of the whole thing, the way danger was just quietly orbiting her without a single warning sign, that's what earns it a spot on this list. Number 4. Kayak Fisher, July 2020. Number 4 takes things up a gear, and this one has a very specific lesson baked into it. Don't dangle your legs over the side of a kayak in the ocean. I know that sounds like something an overly cautious person would put on a laminated sign, but after watching this clip, you'll probably think about it every single time you're near open water. July 5th, 2020. A fisherman is out on his kayak, having what sounds like a genuinely productive day. Reeling in catches, relaxed, camera rolling. Then, with no dramatic music or cinematic buildup, a tiger shark just shows up. Not in the distance. Right there, right beneath him. Tiger sharks are not small animals. They're built like armored torpedoes, and they rank right behind great whites and bull sharks in terms of documented attacks on humans. The fact that this one slid directly under the kayak, the same kayak his legs were dangling off of, and didn't make contact is either incredible luck or the shark genuinely wasn't hungry enough to bother. Either way, the margin there is horrifyingly thin. What's striking in the footage is how fast the whole thing happens. 1 second he's fishing, the next he's yanking his leg out of the water, and then the shark is just gone, like it materialized and dematerialized in the span of a breath. That disappearing act almost makes it worse because now you don't know where it is. And when you don't know where a tiger shark is, that's not a good thing. Number 3. Nomadic kayak fishing. Great White, February 2025. Okay, we're into the top 3 now, and this is where things go from that was close to I genuinely cannot believe this man survived with his sanity intact. Number 3 comes from February 10th, 2025, and the YouTuber behind it goes by Nomadic Kayak Fishing, real name Matt. And at the time of writing, this video has over 4.7 million views, which tells you everything you need to know about how people reacted to it. Matt was doing a solo camping and self-sufficiency challenge off the northernmost tip of New Zealand. Calm seas, clear skies, perfect conditions. He's fishing with live bait, narrating his setup like the experienced outdoorsman he clearly is. And then a great white shark appears behind his kayak.
What the
Not a glimpse, not a quick pass. This shark followed him for nearly 10 minutes. Circling, bumping the rudder, staying right on his tail like it had somewhere to be, and Matt was in the way. And this wasn't a small specimen either. Matt estimated it at around 4.5 meters, longer than the kayak itself, and roughly 1,000 pounds. To put that in perspective, a 1,000-pound great white is essentially a bus with teeth that moves faster than you can paddle and can sense your heartbeat through the water. What's remarkable about Matt's behavior in those 10 minutes, you can hear him working through genuine terror in real time, is how methodical he stays. He cuts the bait line so the shark has no reason to stay. He keeps his paddle strokes slow and deliberate, knowing that frantic splashing can read as distress signals to predators. He talks himself through it, occasionally directed at the shark itself. "Please don't attack me, bro." Which honestly, same.
Oh, mate, get out of the rudder. Holy shit. Fuck me, there's a huge great white behind me.
He eventually prays aloud, calling out to Tangaroa, the Maori god of the sea, asking for protection. There's something quietly powerful about that. This modern guy with cameras and a YouTube channel reaching for something ancient and spiritual in the middle of genuine crisis. After what felt like forever, the shark finally drifted away, and Matt made it to shore shaking but physically unharmed. He said it himself, that thing was still behind him. It could have closed the distance at any moment. The fact that it didn't is one of those things that probably doesn't make complete logical sense no matter how long you think about it. Number 2. Scale Up Adventures, Pine River, Queensland, June 2024. Number 2 isn't technically a shark story, but stick with me because it belongs on this list for a completely different reason, and it hits harder than you'd expect. June 16th, 2024. YouTuber Scale Up Adventures is out on the Pine River in Queensland, filming what is genuinely just a chill fishing day. He's catching flathead, releasing them, narrating as he goes.
Alright, see you later. Off he goes. A human body.
Then a man on a jet ski pulls up and tells him there's a body in the water nearby. At first, it reads like someone messing around, one of those mate come on moments. But he moves closer, and it's real. A human body dressed in black drifting slowly with the current. Arms, legs, visible, just there. He turns the camera off. The jet ski guy calls water police. Officers arrive, confirm it's not a mannequin, not a prop, and the area gets cordoned off for investigation. As of now, no further information has been released. No name, no cause of death, nothing. It's just this open-ended horror sitting on the internet, attached to what was supposed to be a quiet Tuesday on the water. The reason this lands at number 2 is the randomness of it. There's no predator, no weather event, no identifiable moment where things went wrong, just a man fishing and then suddenly a dead human being floating past him in broad daylight. That specific flavor of wrong is something your brain genuinely doesn't have a protocol for. Number 1. Avaka Beach Rock Fisher, December 2024. And here we are. Number 1. And if the previous entries were about close calls and unsettling discoveries, this one is about the specific, terrifying way the ocean can just decide to take someone without warning or logic or any moment you could have anticipated. December 23rd, 2024. Avaka Beach, New South Wales. A group is out rock fishing, which, for context, is one of the most statistically dangerous recreational activities in Australia. The coast of New South Wales is notoriously unforgiving. Waves that look manageable from a distance can surge unpredictably, and when the tide exceeds around 1.7 meters, spots that look perfectly safe transform into death traps without a moment's notice.
It's too high there. It's like maybe 12 feet, and the rope is too thin.
You can swim a bit here.
They're talking, laughing, scoping out spots. One man comments that a certain area looks a bit high, the waves a bit strong, but things seem okay where they are. The sea is calm, the sky is clear, there's no obvious warning sign. Then a wave comes out of nowhere, not a monstrous wall of water, just a single wave larger than what had come before it. And it sweeps a man clean off the rocks and into the ocean.
Let go. Let go. Swim out. Go that way.
You have to swim out.
Swim that way.
It's too dangerous there.
Here's where it gets even more stressful. He couldn't swim. He's in the water being dragged around by the surge while everyone on the rocks is screaming instructions that he can barely process through the panic. They throw down a plastic bucket as a float. Someone shouts to let go of the rope, and swim away from the rocks before the waves smash him against them. He was wearing a life jacket, and that jacket is almost certainly what kept this from being a fatality. It kept him afloat while his friends guided him toward calmer water. After a few minutes of what looked like an absolute eternity, he was pulled to safety, slightly scratched, mentally shaken, alive. The reason this sits at number 1 isn't the drama of a shark or the mystery of a body. It's the sheer ordinariness of how it started. Clear skies, calm morning, a group of friends just enjoying a day out. The ocean didn't announce itself, it just acted, and everything else was reaction. And that's the thing about the sea that no amount of experience or preparation fully insulates you from. Sometimes the most dangerous wave is the one you didn't see coming, which honestly is as good a reason as any to never skip the life jacket.